Welcome to Tiger Talk, your source for information about your hometown and surrounding area. Tiger Talk is brought to you by...
And Tiger Talk brought to you by Whistle Stop Donuts, Stream Beans Coffee House on Lower Main in Princeton, Hancock's Neighborhood Market, Commerce Street in Katie's Delicious Homemade Goodness, and Perry's Floors and more.
Make the morning great with a stop at Whistle Stop Donuts on West Main Street in Princeton. Whistle Stop makes their donuts fresh daily, and they're ready on your way to work or school. They have a wide variety of fresh donuts, so you can surprise the office with a dozen delicious donuts. Stop by Whistle Stop today and enjoy a donut or a dozen. They're open 5 a.m. to noon Monday through Saturday. Whistle Stop Donuts on West Main in Princeton.
And good morning and welcome to Tiger Talk at 9 minutes past the hour. And have the pleasure of welcoming into the WPKY studios this morning, George Barber. How are you, sir?
Doing great. Thanks, Ty.
George is really heads up the Knights of Columbus, the Blessed Trinity Council here in our area. And they have an initiative. And we're going to hear more about that. The Knights work very hard on this, and they have been for quite a while, but they've got something exciting to talk about as far as something that they got in the works. Go ahead, George.
Well, we're working to put a 3D ultrasound machine in the pregnancy center that just opened in Eddyville. A lady's made one available to us that she had and she's no longer using. And so we're raising money to try and purchase that ultrasound for them. The way it works which is really, really, really special, is the Supreme Council of the Knights of Columbus will pay for half of an ultrasound. If a council raises half the money, then once the local council raises half the money, the Supreme Council will match it. So it means we'll get to buy this pretty special ultrasound for half the price. And we're working on getting close to it. We're hoping that we'll be able to afford it or pay for it here within the next month or so.
And, of course, you all have had continuous fundraisers throughout the year. Of course, you have your Tootsie Roll fundraisers. Folks may have seen you in front of some of the essence. And a lot of that money goes for all kinds of other organizations here locally. I know you do Bright Life Farms and some other things. You've had Bluegrass on Bashir back on Columbus Day in October. It's always a big success, and that has helped fund this. You also have Pancake Breakfast down at St. Mark's down in Eddyville. But you're almost there, but you still this one might put you over the top here.
We're hoping so. Yeah, I mean, when you spoke about those other things, the Tootsie Roll Drive, well, that doesn't go for the
right.
It goes to Bright Life, and the Bluegrass on Bashir goes to the 3 pregnancy centers. This has been a separate fund driver, but we started particularly focusing on this right around the eclipse is when we started our first event for that, and we're doing pancake breakfast in Eddyville on the second Saturday of the month. And what we've really got now, though, that we're really excited about is one of our members has some season tickets to UK basketball games, and he's offered 5 packages to us that we can raffle off and as part of our fundraiser. And this is what we're hoping will really take on. We've got a New Year's package, which will be on the 31st of December, the UK women versus Tennessee, plus the UK men versus Georgia. I think that's the SEC opener for UK, and we'll throw in a bottle of champagne for that.
It's New Year's Eve.
It's New Year's Eve, so that's our one of our packages. Then we've got a UK men versus Texas A&M on the 9th of January, UK men versus Vanderbilt on the 30th of January, and then 2 ladies games, the UK women versus Alabama on the 25th of January, and UK women versus Arkansas on the 5th of February. Now, each of those are 2 tickets for that, so it's a pair of tickets for each one of those events. And the New Year's package will be, both games are at Rupp Arena. But the other packages, the men's are in Rupp Arena, and the
women play at Memorial.
Women play at Memorial. And the way we're going to do this is we've got tickets, raffle tickets. They're each $5 each, or you can buy 5 tickets for $20. We're limiting how many tickets can be sold, so there'll be no more than 500 tickets. And we're hoping we sell all 500, but if we don't, we'll cut it off on the 21st of December, because that's when we're going to have our drawing. And you're going to have at least one chance in 100, maybe even a better chance to win. And we'll do that drawing, like I say, at 7:30 on the 21st. And ask you to please be by your phone, because the way we're going to do it is the first person called, the first number drawn, will get first choice of any of the packages. Then second person drawn will get the choice of the remaining, until we get five people with tickets to the UK games.
That's awesome. So there are several participating businesses where you can get your tickets if you're interested in that. Why don't you tell us about where those are?
Yeah, we've been very fortunate, and I really want to thank the businesses, the local businesses that are supporting us and offering tickets. We wanted to make sure that everybody in the community would have an opportunity and a chance to buy raffle tickets. So here in Princeton, if you're interested, there's Pam and them are selling tickets at Cozy Living, and they're also available at String Bean down on Lower Main. Okay. So those two businesses in Princeton, drop by, support them, and pick up a couple of raffle tickets. 5 would be a good number. That really gives you a good chance of winning. And in Ediville, you can stop by at Ackridge's. Paul has agreed to set up a little stand there at Ackridge's, and also at the Hope Clinic when they're open on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They've got tickets. And we just found out that the Baptist Health Fitness Formula Center in Dawson Springs is also offering tickets. So if any one of the 3 communities, Dawson, Princeton, and Ediville, there are places where you can get your raffle tickets.
That's awesome. And boy, what 5 really great packages there, a variety for tastes and times, So, the winter's going to settle in, and you'll get cabin fever, but this will be something that you can do after the first of the year or right at the turn on the 31st. That New Year's Eve package is intriguing. You get a bunch of games, and you get a women's and a men's game, and boy, what really great packages there. 5 packages. So, and then again, how it's going to work is whoever gets chosen first is going to have
first choice on
the package.
On which games and which
all
package.
Good, though, which great.
Yeah, I was really surprised at what great opportunities we have, and I know there's some people have a particular game in mind that so it gives them an opportunity to see teams like Vanderbilt and Alabama and Arkansas, Texas A&M. And Georgia. They should really be great games, and at UK women versus Tennessee. That's going to be a pretty an awesome game. So
and of course they're 2 quality programs. So nationally. So it'll be a good time to check them out. We're going to take a String Beans coffee break, and we're going to come back and let's talk some more a little bit. Let's get into a little bit detail about this machine and the center down there and what they do. Okay. And we'll come back here on Tiger Talk. You're listening to Tiger Talk at 8:16. George Barber with the Knights of Columbus in studio. We'll be back after this String Beans coffee break.
String Beans Coffee House in downtown Princeton specializes in made-to-order espresso drinks. Stop by Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to noon and enjoy a pick-me-up. You can also enjoy fresh-baked scones, homemade chocolate chip and oatmeal raisin cookies, and espresso brownies that'll keep you going all day long. They're also open on Saturday from 9 to 2. String Beans Coffee House on Lower Main in Princeton. Great coffee and more in a great atmosphere on Lower Main in downtown Princeton.
And we are back here on Tiger Talk. George Barber with the Knights of Columbus here. And before the break, George, we were talking about the great packages that are available, that you all have made available. Let's talk a little bit about the purpose of the raffle and the proceeds going to purchase this 3D ultrasound machine for the newly opened Hope Pregnancy Center in Ediville. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it's
about the center.
The center's is pregnancy center. That's it's kind of an extension of the Hope Center in Benton. the lady who runs the center in Benton just felt that the Lord was calling her to open and expand, and felt like Eddyville was the place to do it. And Dr. Gephardt had retired and offered her building as a location to open the center. So we worked on it with the Knights and with some folks in the other churches in Lyon County and Eddyville, and opened it's been about 6 months or so now that they've been open. And they're open Tuesdays and Thursdays. I think the hours are from 11 o'clock to 6 or 7 at night. And they provide all kinds of services for folks, pregnancy tests, STD testing, counseling, support, family support, support for young families and young members, and it's just
it's a safe environment, isn't it?
It's an extremely safe environment, non-judgmental, loving, caring environment for someone who finds themselves in an unexpected situation, unexpected pregnancy, and just needs a little bit of support from either. Sometimes just needs a little bit of loving, caring, comforting talk and sharing, or may need a little bit of help with baby supplies.
Could be nutrition.
Could be nutrition. Could be things like this. It's as simple as diapers and clothes and cribs and those things. They just offer a large amount of caring
and support,
helping support. And that's their purpose to comfort those who may be in worried, or may be in a crisis, or may just be unfamiliar with all the things that are going to be happening to them and the things that they're going to have to deal with. So it's a place where you can go for just a comforting environment of advice and help and nurturing.
Yeah, and it's all confidential as well. You don't have to worry, if it's something that you have questions, or you need help, or you don't know, then it's one of those places you can go and feel safe and know that there's if you don't want anybody to know your business, then you're not going to. Nobody's going to know anything. And so, Dr. Gephardt's old office, that's what street is that down there?
It's at the main road there. It's right across from Ackridge Hardware.
Yeah.
It's right across the street from Ackridge. It's they're at the major four-way stop, and they've got a really welcome, beautiful facility there that is very nice and comforting. And as I said, it is all confidential, and if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to stop by, and they really look forward to providing help and advice and just comfort to anybody who needs a little.
And this is an ultrasound machine. This is a 3D. This is a 3D machine, isn't it?
It's a 3D machine. This is one of the more advanced machines and programs. I saw some samples of the I guess you'd say the photos or the pictures that it provides, and it's pretty amazing. You can see in great detail the baby and its growth, and it's a very impressive machine.
Pretty detailed. That's on Fairview Avenue, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Fairview Avenue in Eddyville is where the Hope Pregnancy Center is in Eddyville. So this will allow the folks there to get a good view and to see how everything is going, progress, and that kind of thing.
And it gives a local place. I mean, it's a local area where you don't have to drive to a major city or a big place, hospital or something. And they're welcome there. If you want to get a chance to do the ultrasound, we're hoping that'll be there within the next couple of months or so, because it's going to take a little bit of time to process all the request for funds through the state council and all the way to Supreme Council. So it'll take a couple of months. We're hoping we'll wrap up the fundraiser within the next couple of weeks or so, and then we can
do the proper paperwork.
To get everything started and get it done at least well on its way by the first of the year, and get that machine in place and give them that resource as a resource that's available.
Well, I know you guys have been working hard on this, the Blessed Trinity Council, and 5 great basketball packages here, and want to encourage you to go out and help them out. And stop by Cozy Living Furniture and Boutique here in Princeton, String Beans Coffee House on Lower Main, Anchorage Farm Supply in Eddyville, and the Hope Clinic there on Fairview Avenue in Eddyville, and up in Dawson Springs, Baptist Health and Fitness Formula up there to get your tickets. And if you happen to see one of the fellow nights out, you could get from there. But those are the best places. Drop in those participating businesses and say hello and get those. $5 each or 5 for $20.
Yeah, we really want to thank the businesses that have agreed to set up for us and take the time to offer the tickets. It's really a great opportunity, and we want to encourage folks to go by and have a cup of coffee or test out a recliner if
Sure.
if you are, and you all knows that Anchorage has got a world of
Get all your stuff there. Get your
Yeah.
Christmas presents, your grills.
You're right.
Electrical supplies, just whatever you need. Your feed.
And so, but we do. We really want to, thank those businesses and encourage you to go by and, and visit and buy a ticket. I think that one, it's going to be a great game and great opportunity, and you're really helping something that we really think is a worthy cause to provide that resource to the community that can help it in Eddyville and Princeton, folks from Caldwell County and Crittenden
This is a
and Livingston.
regional place.
It's a regional location. It's not just limited to Eddyville and the people in Lyon County. Folks in Crittenden County, Caldwell County, Livingston County, and all the neighboring counties are very, very welcome and encouraged to take advantage of the facility.
And these packages make great Christmas gifts as well. I mean, even though they're after the holidays, it's great to, hey, man, I got 2 UK tickets, let's head up and enjoy a wintertime outing in Lexington.
And that's one of the reasons we wanted to make sure we got it all done by the 21st, so that the winners could say either they either keep them for themselves or or slip them in somebody's stocking. But it gives you enough time to one, if you do want to use them as a Christmas present, you can have them all wrapped, and there's plenty of time then to plan for making those events.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you so much. Did we miss anything else that you need to get out there to the folks and tell everybody about it? I would just encourage everyone to go out and help out the Knights of Columbus and have an opportunity to pick up some tickets, 2 tickets. Each of these packages contain 2 tickets for some really great games.
Yeah, that's all I can think of. I just really do want to appreciate the support that the community has given us in all our fundraisings, and that's been our focus and effort to provide a support to those in need in the county and in the area. And this is one of our primary focuses is a pro-life issue and a pro-life support. And this is a great facility there in Eddyville. And the folks there's some wonderful volunteers, and it's a very warm, comforting place to go to. And we sure encourage anybody to pick up a ticket. And and I'll also say you can even just donate if you happen to stop by one of those places and see the big blue jar with the Knights of Columbus symbol on it. At those places, they've got the tickets, and we sure appreciate the community support on that.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, George, for stopping by and letting everybody know about this. And, folks, we encourage you to check out where you can get those tickets at Cozy Living String Beans here in Princeton, Anchorage in Eddyville, the Hope Clinic in Eddyville on Fairview Avenue, both those on Fairview Avenue, and the Baptist Health Fitness Formula in Dawson Springs.
So, sure thank you for your support and your giving us the opportunity to talk to the community and make everybody aware of this and encourage folks to participate. And thanks very much, Ty.
You're more than welcome, and we'll keep it rolling up until the 21st. And be sure, we want to remind everybody on the date that they're going to start drawing at 7:30 on the 21st, and you will need to be by your phone because they're going to call you basically to let you know about this, and then you will, as they call, whoever is called first will have first choice at the packages. And we'll put this out here on our Facebook page so that people can see what packages are out there as well.
And the other thing is, I need to encourage folks when you do buy the tickets, all we really need is your name and phone number. Right. We need your phone number to be very clear and easy to read, so that we make sure we call the right person, because we certainly don't want to make a wrong call.
I've done that
before.
Yeah, I mean, my handwriting is atrocious, so yeah.
So just please make sure that you print the numbers very well so that we can get a good phone number for you. And do, if you would, be by the phone on 7:30 if you've bought a ticket, and you be there ready to answer the phone and take the call.
All right. Thank you, George, so much. Have a great Tuesday. Appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you, Ty.
All right. That's George Barber with the Blessed Trinity Council, Knights of Columbus, and they having a raffle, 5 ticket packages for UK men's and women's basketball. You can stop by Cozy Living, Stream Beans Coffee House, Ackridge Farm Supply in Ediville, Hope Clinic in Ediville, and the Baptist Health Fitness Formula in Dawson Springs. Get those tickets. If you happen to see a fellow Knights of Columbus out there, just stop them and ask them about getting a ticket as well. And do it for a good cause. That's going to wrap up this edition of Tiger Talk here on your hometown radio station, coming up on 8:28. Thank you for joining us. On behalf of George Barber, have a great Tuesday, everybody, and thank you so much. Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Cadiz is the place to